While everyone was distracted by the political circus this week, Canada quietly pulled off one of the biggest strategic power moves in a generation.
That's right. While a convicted felon was busy trying to invade Greenland, Canada was securing the critical minerals from Greenland. And that's not all. This week, our first ever LNG shipment set sail for Asia, putting this country on the global energy map for real.
So, while 55 of our own citizens are being held in Trump's gator prisons, and Pierre is auditioning for the Calgary Stampede,
the real story, the one you might be missing, is how Canada is finally learning to play chess on the world stage.
So today, we're showing you the master plan, the secret minerals deal, the new energy power move, and why holding our own leaders accountable is now more important than ever. So grab your elbows, we're going in.
While Trump was busy rage tweeting about nasty Canadians and building gator jails in Florida, Canada went on a little shopping spree up north. And no, we didn't buy Greenland like Trump tried to. We did something even better.
That's right. Greenland just handed a 30-year permit to a Canadian mining company to dig up molybdenum and magnesium. Metals critical for steel, defense, and basically keeping the free world running.
Molybdenum. Say that 3 times fast after 2 Caesars. But seriously, it's critical for making strong steel. And guess who's been begging for it? The EU, NATO, and anyone trying to avoid buying from China.
And get this, China controls 87% of that market. The US has the rest. Now, Canada just swooped in to help Europe get independent, while Trump was busy golfing and ranting about annexing us again.
Yep, the Toronto-based company, Greenland Resources, now has a 30-year permit and can even extend it to 50. They've already signed deals with European steelmakers to supply all their defense needs for decades. Translation, we just scored a strategic win that helps the EU and keeps authoritarian supply chains in check.
So while Trump's still daydreaming about buying Greenland with monopoly money, Canada actually got the minerals and the jobs and the leverage. That's how you do a 57-dimensional chess move, folks.
And it's not just molybdenum. We're talking magnesium too, essential for lightweight alloys, electric vehicles, batteries, you name it. These minerals are the backbone of modern tech and defense, and now Canada has its fingerprints all over it. Canada didn't just beat Trump at its own game, we built a whole new game board.
And don't forget, Greenland's government loves it too. Local jobs, self-sustaining economy, moving away from Denmark's subsidies, everybody wins. Well, except Trump.
Remember when Greenland's prime minister basically told Trump, "We're not for sale"? Instead of insults and threats, Canada built real relationships at summits, in boardrooms, behind the scenes.
So next time someone brags about Trump's art of the deal, just remind them, Canada got Greenland's minerals without building a single tacky gold tower, all while he was busy screaming at reporters, giving billionaires tax breaks, and building alligator pits.
Now that's what we call a real power move. Checkmate, orange toddler. Look, by pausing the digital services tax, yeah, we lost out on some flashy big tech dollars at first. But Carney's not playing short-term clickbait. He's playing long-term cash flow. We're pivoting from headline taxes to real hard income.
Exactly. Real dollars, not just some Silicon Valley pocket change. We're talking LNG exports, minerals, resources, actual stuff the world needs. And it's already happening.
Canada's first LNG shipment just left Kitimat and it's on its way to Asia. A historic move that puts us on the global energy map for real, and there's more coming.
Actually, 7 more LNG projects are in the works, including indigenous-led deals, and if they all fire up, we're talking about 50 million tons a year. Now that's not just a pivot, that's a full-on hockey spin move into the global market.
So while Trump is busy rage tweeting about our dairy limits and Pierre is playing dress up at the Calgary Stampede, Carney's out there building a future where Canada gets paid in real cash, real deals, and real independence.
And with more big export agreements coming down the pipe, this is just the beginning. Less tax headlines, more global paydays. Now, that's what we call smart economics. Elbows up and wallets open.
All right, we have to clear something up. Last week, so many of you said we turned on Carney, like we switched on a dime. You really thought that?
Yeah, folks, we switched our whole channel from travel to politics because we wanted Carney instead of a mini Trump. We fought for months to cut through the MAGA noise. We voted for him, we celebrated when he won, and we've been singing his praises since day one. And then, we disagree with him for one day and suddenly you think we've gone full MAGA? Really?
We still believe he's the best choice for Canada. That's why we want him to be stronger. We want him to stand up, not bow down. And look, we heard you loud and clear, and we now think you're right, that he's got something up his sleeve. He is playing a 57-dimensional master plan that we can't see. And believe us, we want him to succeed more than anyone.
But what worries us is this global pattern of leaders bowing to Trump. Doesn't anyone remember what a scumbag he actually is?
If you forgot, he's a convicted felon, fraud charges, he had a Trump University grift, his fake charity scam, the one that literally stole money from veterans and kids with cancer, 6 bankruptcies, cheating people out of life savings, cheating on taxes. The list is longer than Raptors fans waiting for another championship parade.
You're right there. So why do we keep acting like he's someone to placate? This is a man who called us nasty, threatened to annex us, broke the USMCA, lied about fentanyl at our borders, forced us to harden them when we did everything he wanted, and he still gave us nothing in return. Except throw tariffs our way and put 55 Canadians into ICE detention.
Yeah, we can't keep giving a convicted felon the keys to the moral high ground just because he yells the loudest. We want leaders who stand up and not bow down.
And as Lloyd Axworthy wrote, this isn't a joke anymore. It's a real threat to our sovereignty. Trump doesn't want Canada for our values. He wants our minerals, our water, our Arctic, and our independence on a platter.
He's using tariffs as weapons. He's mocking our identity, insulting our leaders, and undermining democracy by amplifying far-right voices through his online echo chambers. Meanwhile, leaders are sucking up to him like he's the next coming of the Messiah.
Axworthy said it best. Ukraine is a cautionary tale for Canada. We need unity, backbone, and real alliances, not photo ops and polite smiles. We believe in Canada. We believe in Carney, and we believe that we have to keep pushing for courage. Because if we don't hold our leaders to account, then who will?
All right, Alberta, the home of my birth. We need to have a little chat because while the rest of us were busy dealing with Trump's gator jails and Greenland chess games, you're about to host the biggest rodeo of the summer, the Battle River Crowfoot by-election.
Yeah, Poilievre lost his seat in Ontario and the PM's race, so he's crashing on Alberta's couch like a friend who swears it's just for a couple of nights. And now taxpayers get to shell out millions for his do-over. Cool.
Imagine losing so badly you need Alberta to save you. It's like bombing your figure skating routine and running to the judges and asking if you can relace your skates.
Exactly. And now Pierre is running around Alberta acting like he's got a pancake breakfast ticket in one hand and a rodeo rope in the other. Vote for me! I promise I'll bring back the good old days.
Hold up. There's a plot twist, though. Enter Bonnie Critchley, the independent candidate who just might give Pierre the electoral wedgie he deserves.
Bonnie is no pushover. She's a real community candidate, strong on healthcare, strong on local jobs, and actually listens to Albertans. Meanwhile, Pierre is too busy polishing his Freedom Convoy bumper stickers to notice what real local issues even look like.
Bonnie isn't some party puppet. She's a military trailblazer, the first woman to command a Canadian infantry unit. She's running as an independent because, like all of us, she's sick of the partisan nonsense. And she actually lives and breathes local issues, healthcare, jobs, community first.
Meanwhile, Pierre's acting like Alberta is just his backup Airbnb after getting booted from Ontario. He says he understands Alberta. Dude, you've been gone for 20 years. You can't just slap on a cowboy hat and yell freedom and expect a free ride.
And it's not just Pierre's out-of-touch vibes. He's trying to play both sides. He's flirting with separatists, but still chasing Ottawa power. Even local independence groups are calling him out for pandering to Quebec and Ontario instead of fighting for Alberta.
Alberta, come on. Don't let Pierre treat your vote like a hotel loyalty card. You deserve someone who stands up for you, not someone who's here to rehab his national brand.
This by-election shouldn't be about Pierre's ego rehab tour. It should be about strong local leadership, people who actually live in your communities and care about your schools, hospitals, and your families.
And let's be honest, if you think Pierre is going to stand up to Trump when he can't even keep his own seat, I've got a bridge in Toronto to sell you.
So Alberta, this August, let's make it a real rodeo. Show Canada you're not just Pierre's safety net. Vote with your elbows up and vote smart.
So that's where we are, Canada. Pierre trying to cowboy his way back into Parliament, Trump throwing tantrums over our milk and minerals, and Carney holding the line with a master plan that we all know is real.
Look, we know these are weird times. We've got trade deals that feel like bad reality TV, border policies designed to scare you, and political leaders who'd rather play PR games than stand up straight.
But here's the deal. We believe in this country. We believe in elbows-up politics. We believe that calling out our own leaders doesn't mean we're disloyal. It means we actually care.
And hey, we love taking a little heat for speaking up. We've done it for years, whether it was about travel or freedom of the press or fighting for democracy. And we're not going to stop now, so keep those comments coming.
So thank you for watching. The single best way to support this channel and our Elbows Up message is to share this video with one person who needs to see it. That's how this conversation grows.
And if you want to literally wear your elbows up pride, we've got you covered. We've launched our new merch store with hats and hoodies that say exactly what we're all thinking, with new merch added every week.
And grab one before Pierre tries to tax it or Trump tries to slap a tariff on it. The link is right below.
And remember, Canada is not for sale. We're not going to be annexed. We're not going to be bullied. And we have to keep fighting because we are literally dealing with a madman.
Canada strong, everyone.